Have you ever wondered how detectives get a confession without evidence, without threats, just through a few questions and clever mind games? Today, we dive into a case where a brilliant detective used psychological tactics to trap a guilty suspect into confessing. This wasn't just a confession, it was the result of a well-played mental chess game. Watch closely, because this case might change how you think. Before we continue, let's get one thing straight: interrogation isn't just about asking questions. It's a psychological battlefield. And in this game, the one who can read every tiny movement wins. Here, the detective uses a false evidence ploy, a trick where the detective claims they have evidence that doesn't exist. Let's see how it plays out. The detective calmly says, "We found your fingerprints," and the suspect's eyes widen in shock. See that? This is the moment when the suspect starts to panic. That one small reaction tells the detective everything he needs to know: he's on the right track. Now, the real game begins. The detective hasn't directly accused the suspect yet, but he's made the suspect believe that everything is working against him. This is the genius of psychological pressure. The detective starts asking leading questions, and the suspect, feeling trapped, begins to crack. This is the trick, planting the idea that the suspect is already guilty. The suspect now believes there's no escape, so instead of denying it, they start explaining their actions. And once they start explaining, the confession is just around the corner. The suspect is shown hesitating, then slowly admitting what happened. Do you think this technique is fair? Should detectives use tactics that pressure suspects into confessing, or is this crossing the line? Do you think using psychological tricks in interrogation is ethical? Let us know in the comments. If you were in the suspect's position, would you confess under pressure? Tell us your answer. The final moments of the interrogation. The suspect, visibly shaken, finally breaks down and confesses. And just like that, without raising his voice or showing any evidence, the detective gets the confession. This is the true power of interrogation, where everything comes down to the mind games. Did you know that techniques like the read technique have been criticized for sometimes leading to false confessions? That's why modern detectives have to walk a fine line between psychological pressure and ensuring justice is served fairly. That was today's thrilling case on ABN Crime News. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And be sure to answer the questions we asked below. We'll be back soon with more shocking cases that will make you question everything. Like, share, and subscribe to ABN Crime News for more real-life crime stories.